What's up, everybody? Upfront Tony here from Upfront MMA. It's good to see you on this beautiful Friday, November the 21st of the year 2025. Let's get into some of the MMA news that is circulating around and surging and maybe even purging. Okay, ready? Without no further ado, let's do that. Let's do this. First off, let me say thank you to Full Mount MMA. They're my favorite people that do videos like this where it's like just all the news clipped up together. I love them guys for that. It's really good guys for this. And I like to react off of their stuff. They put it together beautifully. Without further ado, thank you, Full Mount MMA. Plus, I like, I like to fully mount my boyfriend.
To an injury, and Tyron Woodley has stepped in to replace him.
Well, that kind of went away quick, but it sounds like Chris Weidman is out with injury and Tyron Woodley is stepping in on short notice. Anderson's already a pretty good boxer. He's a little older than Tyron, but I got Anderson Silva all day in this one. But I hope you can put money on this.
This will take place on the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua card.
Speaking of putting money on things, thank you, RainBet, my glorious sponsor, for making everything happen, including all of the money.
The bout will be 6 rounds at 195 pounds. Who do you guys think wins? Post your predictions in the comments.
I already gave my prediction.
John Jones says fighting Alex Bejeda or Tom Aspinall would essentially be the same fight for him, but he'd prefer to fight Alex
Sure it'll be the same fight. Oh, shit, John, that's a good one, John. Yeah, Aspinall, Alex Pereira, it's the same thing.
Would do more for his legacy. John says his clear path to victory in both of those matchups is to take the fight to the ground.
With Pereira, I would just have to
I'd
have to be smart. I'd have to be really
either one of them will take your head off, John Jones.
smart. I would have to use what's in front of me. Biggest difference between Pereira and Aspinall is the level of footage that I have. Pereira posts everything, every spar session.
The biggest difference between getting fucked up by Aspinall and fighting Pereira is footage. It's really what it comes down to. Footage.
I have a whole kickboxing career to study from. I have a pretty decent resume in MMA to watch now. Just take things from, I feel like.
And new heavyweight champion of the world, John Jones, by way of footage.
Pereira's really stuck in a certain way of fighting, where he could really show he has tendencies in his combinations, tendencies in his counters, and in his defense.
Hey, John, you wanted to be talking about tendencies.
And it would be my job to find the holes.
Oh, you know about some tendencies. You can find them tendencies, and you can find them holes.
I feel like I could. So I think that's where he punches really hard and kicks really hard. I think that grappling power and wisdom would be a lot for him to handle. But I also feel like that would be.
I'm gonna throw him on the ground. I'm gonna use his tendencies against him and find his holes.
Same
Yeah.
I don't think the UK wrestling system is as good as people think it is. Where Tom is a lot physically bigger, probably take me a little bit more effort. I think it would be the same story if I got Tom.
Smidge. Smidge more effort with Aspinall. Not much though. Maybe extra smidge.
Would be is if I got Pereira to the ground. It's really, to me, it's the same fight. They both are strong on their feet, hit very hard on their feet, and I think they both have holes in the grappling department. Now,
they got holes.
It's a more matter of legacy.
They got them big old heavyweight holes. You know what I'm saying? Big hole. Ain't no featherweight hole. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a heavyweight hole. Woo! I ain't mean to be that descriptive.
Who is impressive right now? Who no one I don't think is going to really care.
Who the hell? Why they got Rafael Lovato Jr.?
He's a guy who's going to be remembered around the world for a very long time.
Curious, so if you could manifest and just see the future.
I wish my last name was Woo. Shit, that'd be fucking fantastic. Woo! Yeah, shit, that's
what is that?
I'll be like, no, don't you ever pronounce my name wrong, kid. You got to pronounce it like Ric Flair. All right? Woo!
Ending look like? Do you think it's a decision, or do you see a stoppage on ground and pound?
I feel as if my clearest path to victory in both of those fights would be to get them to the ground at some point.
Is this dude? Are we repeating the same shit we just heard?
as he said he's a fan of Moicano. Moicano has since responded, saying he
Mauricio Hoofy wants to fight Renato Moicano, doesn't want to fight Renato
doesn't
Moicano.
give a and is not in this game to make friends.
Of course he doesn't.
Fuck you, bro.
Ha!
I'm not in this game to make friends, bro. I'm here to make money, and you took my money. Fuck you 100%.
Fuck you
That's
100%.
the nicest state of Moicano. It's like,
Bro, I don't want to be friends. Fuck you.
Bro, I felt so bad too.
Yeah, Lady Gaga. I don't want to be friends. Oh, sugar pie, honey
Who
bun.
questioned Bilal's relationship with Islam.
Ooh, man, don't think Inger Bilal deserved the next title shot.
I don't think either
Could that be because you're Kamaru Usman?
guy, this puts them in for a title shot.
At all.
Not long ago did we just lose to Shafkat Rakhmonov. Not long ago. That was not that long ago. Yes.
First off, you not weave. You know, you're talking as if you're Ian Gary. And Ian Gary, by the end of that match, had Chef Cat in the old Mata Leone, if you know what I'm talking about, rear naked choke.
Yes, of course, we
But it is what it
were able
is.
to, outsmart Prates and get that win. But not long ago did we lose to Shafkat. Past that,
Hate when
we
people say
have
we.
if what's the other guy's name? If Bilal is able to win that one, so and then not just so.
Speaking of, I posted my free pick. I got a bunch of free picks, but my free pick for today, I'm choosing Bilal, guys. I'm going with Bilal. First off, my insiders told me that that's who I should go with because they're smarter than me. And if you think about it, Bilal has seen what Islam and Khamzat have done recently. Just throw the guy on the floor, beat him up, control him, make him tired. There's no need to prove Canelo hands for the first 4 rounds of the fight. So this could probably be, it's a 3-rounder anyway, but this is probably going to go Bilal's way.
So now you want to challenge the man that you didn't want to challenge you to fight for the title because you said that was my brother.
If Bilal wins, Bilal deserves the title shot. He was the most recent champ. He was the most recent champ, and he only lost by a fluke.
I agree.
So are you as close as you say you were, or were you just faking it just because you didn't want to be challenged?
Paddy Pimbett trolled Arman Sarukian ahead of UFC Qatar.
He
Arman
did?
recently
What'd he
played
do?
Winner stays on with
I ain't see
TNT
this.
Sports.
Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje.
Poirier.
Poirier versus Eddie Alvarez.
Poirier.
Poirier versus Michael Chandler.
Poirier.
Poirier versus
Dumb
Tony
questions.
Cerrone.
Poirier.
Poirier versus Tony Ferguson.
Poirier.
Poirier versus Max Holloway.
Poirier.
Poirier versus BJ Penn.
BJ Penn.
Penn
Nice!
versus Edson Barbosa.
BJ Penn.
It's one of my favorite fighters of all time, BJ
Arman
Penn.
Sarukian.
You
Was told I look
versus
like him.
Conor McGregor.
Arman Sarukian.
You versus
But I had a
Charles
bald head and no
Oliveira.
facial hair.
Arman Sarukian.
You versus Paddy Pimbett.
For sure, Arman Sarukian.
You versus Ilia Topuria.
Arman Sarukian.
You versus Islam Makhachev.
155 or 170?
150.
Ah,
Sarukian.
hey, like, because he is
Khabib.
not the tallest fella in the world, Arman.
He wrote Arman versus a bit of back pain on fight day. Back pain, check.
Oh, ow,
Khamzat Chimaev
ow,
currently in Qatar
zing.
for Arman
Good one, Patty.
Sarukian
That
for his
was
fight against
clever.
Dan Hooker tomorrow.
That was
He
some
met
clever
Arman's
shit.
father for the first time.
Yeah, made me look like Abdul Manap's grandfather and shit. Nah, he looked like Abdul Manap, resurrected. Lord of mercy. What the hell they doing over there in Qatar?
Ilia Topuria's brother Alexandre Topuria is set to face Beksat Almakhan at UFC Qatar. In an interview with the UFC this week, he said he feels there are a lot of questions around him, maybe because he's Ilia's brother, and he plans
Bro, how you not going to be a good fighter when your number 1 training partner is the number 2 pound-for-pound fighter on earth? You're going to be good. You're going to do okay in octagon.
Any fighter feel confident, you know, that maybe about
Why does they brothers and he talks like he from Dagestan and shit? Ilia talk like he's from Spain, except in English.
Sometimes the way my brothers speak, you know, that you feel that this is. He said what he feel. I say what I feel. You know, if I.
The way I feel it.
If you hear me confident, so that's good. You know, because I say what I feel. I don't try to make.
Well, let's just skip
Jorge
that.
Masvidal breaks down why he believes Arman Sarukian will beat Dan Hooker.
Somebody said I look like Jorge Masvidal now and shit.
Versus
Jorge with a little hair and shit. All right.
It's gonna be a good fight.
My hair ain't that long, but
Action-packed fight. I obviously got my friend and team.
Jorge Masvidal, one of my favorite followers.
Control him. It's a little quicker,
He don't follow none of y'all.
sharper, cleaner. Not that it's not gonna be a dog fight still. I think, you know, Hooker's one of the toughest guys in the roster. I just think his skill set will be limited a little bit against.
Yeah, Armin's
Arman,
gonna.
you know, where Arman
Again,
will
here's
take
another
down,
free
so there'll
pick.
be a little bit of control on the ground, and then the
Here's another free pick for you, Armin over Dan Hooker. And like I said, who was the first one that I gave you? Bilal. You're gonna want to go Bilal and Armin. Gamble at your own risk at rainbet.com. But you're gonna want to go with them too if you're going with it. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. The hell, my Windows update. I ain't trying to update Windows right now. Ain't no time for updating the window.
to do all right. I think as the fight, you know, maybe starts to go down the stretch, Hooker will make him more competitive as he always does. But I see Arman winning this fight.
Jorge also previewed the co-main event between Ian Gary and Bilal Muhammad. He thinks this is a tough matchup for Bilal and wouldn't be surprised if Ian won via decision.
I disagree, Horge.
Ian Gary, that's a good fight. That is a really, really good fight. Stylistically, both guys are very different from each other. Body types, it's going to look like a 205er versus a 155er. Bilal's got a different frame for 70 where he's not big at all. He's very short, compact. Ian's a big welterweight. He's almost like a small, light heavyweight, you know?
Ian is tall, but when you get tossed on the fucking ground, you're not that tall.
To be able to get inside.
And the shorter guy wins in grappling matches because he can get under the hips
I'm a
easier.
big Bilal fan. I'm usually riding with Bilal. This one's gonna be tough though, you know. Ian's one of those guys that fights very pointish. He stays outside, lands a shot, moves, lands a kick, moves. I think he's gonna give Bilal a lot of trouble. It's gonna be tough, you know. My heart's gonna be with Bilal.
Mimic the Islam Makhachev game plan, bro. Come out, land a couple calf kicks. Get him like a little, get him like thinking, God damn it. And then just take his ass down, bro. You can't, that's what I'm saying, man. These guys, when you're a great wrestler, not that Bilal's a great wrestler, but he trains with him. He did train with him to learn the fundamentals and all. You go 2-3 months in Dagestan, not 2-3 years, 2-3 months, and you're going to come out learning some stuff. You're going to learn 10% of what you would have learned 2-3 years. But either way, Bilal can do it. He's good enough of a wrestler. Good enough wrestlers. They can get underneath of the taller striker like every time. How are they going to stop it? How are you going to stop it? Uppercut, knee to the face, sprawl. The options are limited. And the wrestler knows your options as a not wrestler.
I don't know. It's going to be a tough one for him to pull out. I won't be surprised if Ian could sneak out a little decision, you know.
Sneak out a little decision? Shit. Yo, how'd you win that fight? Yeah, God damn it, brother. Fuck you talking so much? Snuck that motherfucker out the back door, Manu. Shit. Trying to blow up the spot on me.
And trolls him for being messy.
I don't get this whole shit. Why they got this little weirdo hobbit thing that they carry around with them all over the place? He famous in his own right. I hope he's like famous in his own right and shit. And they just don't keep him around like a mascot. Shit. He like their Chuck E. Cheese and shit. Hey, Chuck, get out here. That dude got so much money. Here's a good question. Would you rather have $100 million and look like him for your whole life, or look like you and still broke? I'm gonna take me with decent money. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be closer to 6 feet. Shit. Yeah, DoorDash up this motherfucker? Yeah, DoorDash Qatar? The hell? Can't even get that around here. What are we doing, man? This is not news to me. Full Mount MMA. Why I don't see where you're going with this.
KHABIB Chimaev says he needs a small operation on his foot and will be out of competition until after
Of course
Ramadan,
he does.
which is around the middle of March.
Of course he does.
Speaking to media today, KHABIB said, "My return after Ramadan. Right now I have a..."
Oh, hey, come on. We already knew this. We're not going to see this guy fight until mid-2027. Garrett, mark my words on it. You can bet on it at RainBet.
Small operation on my foot. I'll be stepping away from training for a couple of weeks, heal my wound. So we'll prepare for after Ramadan. Whoever they give me, that's who I'll face. After announcing...
He looks so much like Abraham Lincoln to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Honest Abe and shit.
This, KHABIB was immediately hit with backlash on social media. Yeah, here we go again. One fight a year.
Sit you.
Champ immediately announces he's out until March. The most predictable storyline in the division right now. They're gonna make Imavov fight again, aren't they? Thank God middleweight sucks. Because this motherfucker is defending once every 2 years. He's gonna have a long run as champ since he won't defend until 2030. And remember, Eerie needed an operation.
Glad I ain't the only one.
An extended period, so he vacated the belt so the division could move forward. Total Eerie victory once again. Paddy Pimbett crossed paths with Ilia.
Nah, KHABIB ain't giving that belt up, boy. That's his belt. He said, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Okay. Let's just leave it like that.
I was like, God damn, Ilia's got 100 people walking with him. God damn, what? Yeah, what is he giving? What is it? Jesus giving a sermon and shit? Got like disciples, and then behind the disciples, followers. There's some deaf, dumb, and cripples walking around. And I don't say cripple. I mean cripple. That's what they call them in the Bible. I don't know what cripples is.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news.
Paddy is a lot bigger than Ilia, but I don't think that Paddy Pimbett, with his undisciplined self, could or should beat Ilia Topuria.
Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to...
I agree with him. That wraps it up for his daily news, but I got more news for you. Some stuff that ain't make it to this. So fresh. So KHABIB comes out with a very cryptic tweet today. And I want to share it with you all, get your opinions on it. Okay, it's Telegram, it says. Get the volume in there.
Carry meaning.
One more time.
Some gifts carry more than value. They carry meaning.
The papushka? What?
Some gifts carry more than value. They carry meaning.
Are you coming out with like a Christmas version of like a papushka for Christmas? Like a license on it? The KHABIB papushka? What are you doing? Like, why so solemn? Is it a sad hat or something I don't know about? I thought it was kind of a fun fight hat. Very solemn. That's why I said it again. I feel bad for KHABIB, whatever his problems.
Some gifts carry more than value.
Look like he's carrying around Paddy Pimbett's head and shit. I can't get that image out of my mind. Like, damn, he done beheaded he done went all ISIS and beheaded poor Paddy Pimbett.
They carry meaning.
It's gonna be something with his dad. And hold on, it says, tomorrow I will give you my biggest gift. What could it be, bro? Biggest gift? That's not a big gift if it was Christmas papushka, and I got to pay for it. Intriguing. And then lastly, my God, did you see the face off between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua? Well, you're gonna. I'm gonna let you see it. I'm gonna make you see it. It's wild. Let's just say it's a little crazy. Wait till you see this. Oh God. Oh God. That ain't even. I thought Anthony Joshua was standing on some shit, bro. I was like, oh, they just fucking around or something. Or it's a bad camera angle. You know, camera angles make somebody look tall. Nope. Look. Then I saw Jake do this look. It took him 3 seconds to see the whole man. He was like, okay. Oh, boy. Wow. Bruh. They say he needs to fight a real boxer. He needs to fight. Jake, whoa. Whoa. Take it down a couple divisions, bruh. We ain't say you got to fight like a top 10 heavyweight. Lord of mercy. This guy, Anthony Joshua, fought Usyk. The current reigning defending. Incredible. Balls of steel. He's got 2 ways to win. He does all that black magic stuff. He's the occult powers. He could do some occult power shit. And then fix the fight. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can look up Jake Paul fix fights. It's everywhere. It's like been every one of his fights has had some shenanigans, some tomfoolery going on during it. And that's the only 2 things that I could see helping Jake out. But then finally, your last tidbit, your big tit of news. MMA guru, legendary YouTuber, and Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, legendary fighter, had made themselves together a TV show. When you're old like me, you say TV. They made themselves a podcast. That's what you say if you're still old like me. They made themselves a YouTube show and a channel. And already it's being canceled. Ooh. 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 So let's move over to the MMA guru because I haven't heard his side of the story yet. And let's listen to it together. Why not? Why not do it? We can do it together.
The Mighty Guru Show has come to an end. It was going to be announced by Demetrius Johnson on his next episode of The Mighty Guru Show that he was going to be doing solo. But instead, thanks to all the backlash on Twitter, I guess it's being announced now to clear things up. We won't be doing another episode of The Mighty Guru Show. No, I'm joking. It's not that bad. I'm okay with it, and I actually completely understand it. And I actually suggested, let's just wrap this thing up, okay? Because the situation is as follows, and we're going to go through a ton in today's video. We're going to reminisce on old times. I mean, the thumbnails, guys. The thumbnails.
By the way,
missed. But we're going to go through everything. We're going to go through what was the thing that got me backlash right
too many of his faces on the screen, confusing where I'm supposed to click at. We're not watching it. We ain't watching this whole thing. Believe that. No, we just gonna get his side of things. We're not reminiscing over the show. I can assure you with that one.
now.
I couldn't watch that. I can't watch. You know why I can't watch MMA Girl? I'm gonna be very honest with you. You would think I'd like the guy. Kind of, rambunctious. He talks like this, bro. It drives me crazy. But watch, he'll go. And then I went to the store, and then I went and he eats. Every sentence starts off with a mouth click. shit it's literally making my flesh crawl repeating that noise for you all. If you talk like that with this shit, and I can see like stretchy lines, that's gross. Okay. Have a drink. No stretchy lines. Just don't open your mouth all big and shit. And no. It's just not cool. It makes you sound like a fucking, sorry to cuss, but it's called misophonia is the condition that I have, and many others do. Misophonia is when sounds that shouldn't be irritating are irrationally irritating. People chewing is a major one for some people like me. And talking with going, all right, I'm going to rant off. I'm eventually going to have to edit this, and I'm not going to want to listen to myself fucking meowing, whatever the hell it is that people do. Take a drink during your show, people. Oh.
My comments after the Makhachev versus De La Maddalena fight. We're going to go over times I've been cancelled before despite being put in the UFC 300 countdown video. I was working with the UFC. They were emailing me, asking me to put me in the countdown, and I was saying yes, but then I just couldn't help myself but drop the video of all videos. So this is no stranger to me, you know. I'm going to
sum it up for those that don't know, he's basically saying that he was doing good with the UFC. They asked him to be in the UFC 300 promo, and he said yeah. But then he decided to come out with the John Jones's has tendencies video that blew up the internet, and I guess that made the UFC not like him a lot.
I'm not going to be able to be affiliated with fighters in the scene for all that long unless I'm on my best behavior. And
is he wearing eyeshadow or eyeliner? I mean, you doing the JD Vance thing?
Best behavior is lame, guys, okay? Best behavior is very lame. This was a building of things. Like, this isn't the only thing that happened that I got pulled up on. This was a lot of things going on. Like, every card, pretty much, I would say some crazy shit. I would insult some fighter. I would say this. I would tweet that. And all of a sudden, I've got to answer to it. And I knew in my head.
Well, anyway, long story short, if you want to go ahead and check out the rest of that shit, I can't watch this guy. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. But apparently all of this was triggered by other YouTuber, MMA Joey, who I also cannot watch, even worse. Sorry. That's not that. It's good for them. Good for them. They don't care that I don't watch them. They're never going to watch me. But I just can't watch them. I can't. It's like I don't even have an option. That's why I'm here. If I can't watch them, I'm going to watch my damn self do the shit. Either way, may life treat you great. May Allah bless you. May Jesus save you. May Buddha give you all the information that you've been looking for. May the Hindu guy keep you from turning blue like he did. And in the Lord's name we pray. Das Vidanya.